everyone. Welcome back to the True Rock and Roll Podcast. As usual, I'm here with Sue Ann Carwell and King Edward. And today we are doing a really important song for rock and roll. Back in 1968, they produced this song called Down by the River. Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young, who we haven't done yet. And I said, this is the right one for them. I really love this song. So anyway, let's get started.
Down by the river.
Down by the river.
To be released album, singing Down by the River, Crosby, Stills, Nash, Young, and Gallagher.
Oh, my favorite song. One of my favorite. My bucket list is to redo that song.
I know you like the way Buddy Miles did it, but I don't know if you knew that Neil Young wrote that song, but
I did not even know.
That they were like it when it came to rock bands. It was
Right.
Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, right? And what's his name?
Doesn't
David
matter.
Crosby.
The
He
song
was
is
a rebel
amazing.
rouser boy. He was trouble. He was always trouble. They had a tumultuous relationship in that band, but they were great. Stephen Stills, Neil Young, David Crosby, and I don't know if you noticed the guy on the bass, the black guy. His name was Greg Reeves.
Yes, and back in the 70s, Leon brought him to Tulsa, David Crosby.
Okay.
Wow.
You know, he had a bad attitude, but
Yeah, and he had a bad drug habit too. He was like living on the run from the FBI for years
You mean the bass
down in
player?
Florida, and then finally turned himself in.
David Crosby, the singer, baby, he played guitar. So I was telling Suzanne, no, not the black guitar player. No. But
He was Greg Reeves was a bass player.
Yes. And when Leon brought him to Tulsa, at the theater in Tulsa, and the show started at 8:00, and it wasn't a come on band. It was just David Crosby, and it took so long because he was in the dressing room doing his thing, you know. And Leon was very upset with him. And after the show, I had a chance to meet him, and he was just an obnoxious person. He was terrible. He was really terrible. But it was because of the drugs and everything. You
Hmm.
can't hardly
Yeah,
blame people for what they how they acting because it's the drugs that make them act that way. So, but
yeah. And he talked about that later in life too, King. You
yes,
know, how
yes,
the
yes,
drugs affected all his relationships. But
exactly.
apparently he was in love with a girl and they were going to get married and she died in a car accident and he just went off after that. He just
That's
never
right.
Wow.
could get himself back together. Yeah.
Yes,
So later
but
on in life, he ended up having to have a liver transplant.
yeah,
And after
yeah,
he had the liver transplant, he
yeah,
calmed down and he started
yes.
going out and doing his music again with all kinds of different people. So yeah,
All I
lost
know
King.
is that that song is I love that song. Love, 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 love. But what can somebody explain to me what that song means? What is he talking about?
Be on my side. I'll be on your side. Down by the river, baby. It was down by the river. It's behind a
I shot
woman.
my baby.
It was behind a woman,
Hmm.
and a woman,
Right.
and
He
it's a
killed this
true
girl. He
song.
killed this
And
woman.
Jimi Hendrix rearranged that song, Down by the River. Jimi Hendrix did it so cold blooded with,
Hey Joe.
with
But I
yes,
also think that Hey Joe might have had a little bit of something to do with that song too.
Yeah,
exactly.
I could
Where you
hear
going
that.
with that?
Hey, Joe.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's get back to it.
So worth it.
Yeah, great song. I love those live television shows because remember those shows used to be live, King, right?
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes.
And I used to work on a live television show in Boston, and you got to do a lot of pre-production and preparation for a live show. But they're wonderful because you never know what you're going to get, and that's probably one of the greatest performances of that particular song ever. I really
Right.
love it,
That's why I
and
miss
I'm glad it's
Wolfman.
still around.
That's why I miss Wolfman Jack. He had a
Oh
cold
my
blood.
God.
He had a cold
Yes,
blood production that
yeah.
he did. with the entertainers.
Wow.
Right. So, Suanne, you were saying something about the song earlier. What were you saying?
But it still doesn't explain to me what the song is about. I know it's about a woman. I know she was down, but what I don't understand. Like,
I
was
think
he
his
jealous?
girl was
What?
messing around with somebody else,
It's
and he
based,
was jealous, and he said, "If I can't have her, nobody can."
That's a
yeah,
good scenario, Andre. I
and
love
it's
it.
based on a true song. It's
True story.
On a true story.
true. Yes, it's basically on a true event, a true
Oh,
song.
Oh yeah.
It's, yes, back in the day, people wrote true songs about their life,
yeah.
and they
Are you
yeah,
sure about that,
Experiences. Yeah.
King? Are you sure about that? It might not be so. Remember, this is the true rock and roll podcast. We
well,
we embellish a little bit,
yeah, but
but I'll investigate and find out. And when we come back, if
yeah,
anybody knows if that was based on a true story, then please
yeah,
back King Edward up
yes,
on
please
that.
do.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, right?
Yeah,
Allegedly. Anyway, it was really good to see you guys again. I miss you when I don't get a chance to see you every week. And we had a
Right.
bunch of things going on. Some of us got the sickness that can't be mentioned on YouTube, but we're doing better back now. And
Yep.
we'll see you next time. So give us a thumbs up, hit that notification bell, and if that button down below doesn't say subscribed in the past tense, then you're not subscribed. So please subscribe to our channel and buy our
Yes.
yes,
merch.
please
Okay?
Yes.
do.
Support our channel. All right, everyone. We'll see you next time. Bye.
That was
Bye.
another cold blooded, baby. It was another cold blooded.